you guys, how are you? So I'm continuing with the second vision that I had from last week with the reading. The two visions that I had last week, one was that Mitch McConnell was glitching. He is still glitching every time I tune into him. And that led into the news that came out last week about Heritage Action for America last Friday, the video that came out about how they're involved with drafting legislation and working with Republicans. Those two things, also how they related to the Supreme Court today announcing that they were going to take the case, an abortion case out of Mississippi that has huge implications for Roe v. Wade. So the second vision I said on Twitter I had last week, it was like I had awoke. I don't even feel like I was dreaming. It's almost like I woke up, got a glass of water. It was like I'm watching this image still playing in the back of my mind, like I'm watching TV in the kitchen doing dishes. But it was very clear that the United States government has a special, I don't know if they're so secret. I mean, it doesn't make sense why it'd be secret, but that has to do with, digital science research, but basically FBI, Intel, Cyber doing reverse engineering on the algorithms that are being used by social media platforms, specifically Facebook and Twitter, Parler, etc., Instagram, all of those. To see what's going on here, how information and messages filter out, and how people and events are provoked that are supposed to seem organic in nature. So, can you just show me the United States, this task force that is doing it? Why, yes. Oh my goodness, this just feels very scientific and very organized. Show me this. No. Okay, we'll get a different deck. They're very organized. Yes, this one. Okay. Organized here because they are doing a lot of good work. They're glad to be doing this work because they wanted to do this work, but the last administration didn't want to do anything about it. But this is going on. I don't know if it's very secretive or not. I'm told the cards will be reversed that need to be reversed while we do the reading. Let's just get to this. Okay. Oh, goodness. I feel like I am just going way too slow right. Let me catch up. Okay. Show me. I feel like there's a general talking. I'm not supposed to talk. Just do it. What are you guys doing? The reverse engineering task force. Your mission. Oh my gosh. The mission. Interrupt what's going on here. This is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is being in the flow. What makes it get out of flow? They're breaking down the Wheel of Fortune. The timing with which these things operate to interrupt that. Thank you. We do that by the magician, manipulating different amounts of information, different data points, different locations, different accounts. We have our real accounts, we have fake accounts, we have bot accounts that we are measuring. The Nine of Pentacles. This is all the data points that surround a person and it surrounds an account, and how these little things infiltrate to a person that gets them to go. It also has to do with those who are in charge with the algorithms. You know what I'm talking about. Our task is to find the devil. Find out what is going on here that is destroying democracies everywhere, that has created the insurgency, and this is happening worldwide. At the very foundation of what we're doing with our task force. You guys, they mean business. Stop talking, okay? Stop it. To fight it. We have to fight this. We have to stop this because we know it's originating out of Russia. This always benefits the autocrats. The Knight of Cups reversed. We need to interrupt who is asking for these things to be done. And this is the big secret. Sorry about that. I was just interrupted. So their task is to fight this, interrupt it, because this is the big secret. This is where the point of power is around the world with digital information and data. The Knight of Swords we're ready to fight this. We're ready to fight and enter the fray and get in. We have a lot of surveillance going on with the trends and things going on worldwide. America is in charge of this. So this task force then, the Six of Wands, this task force, she talks about the Six of Wands, yeah, me. Six of Wands, the transnational mafia, the transnational coup, with primarily 6 coronations, autocrats. But this is our task force, taking them on because we have a mountain of data that we are filtering through. We're not going to let them know what's happening until it hits them, basically. Are we done? Okay, thank you very much for that. Yes, ma'am, that is the task force. Okay, I want to write some of these down. Oh my gosh, I felt like I just walked into some military command and I was being disrespectful by talking and had to talk about myself in third person. So this task force, Six of Wands, are taking them on because they have so much information. Their mission is to overturn the Wheel of Fortune and timing. Okay, so that is what the vision that I woke up with. Now, Mitch was glitching, though, related to HAA, the Heritage Action for America plan, or that video that came out. And last week, as I was trying to clarify what was going on with Mitch, what was going on with this Heritage Action Committee, with that lady that was in the video, Jessica, I think her name is Anderson. And so as I was looking at these things last week and throwing teroscopes on them, trying to get more information on how this operates, all of a sudden, in my mind, I realized, look at the algorithms that they have. And then what popped into my mind was that unknown person that the FBI is still seeking, who left the explosive that was found on the 6th of January by a passerby in front of the RNC. That these two things were related. So, Tarot, show me algorithms. Just algorithms that are used by social media. Just show me the algorithms. The Moon and Page of Pentacles. Algorithms are based upon data with users to exploit clicks, which usually is drama, and fighting. So the algorithms that the social media platforms are using, there you go. The Ace of Swords, it's an assault, it's an attack, it's digital information. Draw another card because I always do that with my aces. Algorithms. There's the bell. I'm in my edits. That Ace of Swords with the Fool, that is you, weaponized. That's what that is. An attack, something new. This was a new venture. It's like they get to reinvent whatever they want. They get to reinvent it all the time. It's renewable. It restarts. It goes over and over again. It is covered in having the upper hand against the person that's being tracked. That information is being weaponized against them. That person is the fool, because this has been my Facebook card, because Facebook always has the upper hand with you. What they feed you in their news feed, it always generate outrage and take your data, and they're always several steps ahead of you. Crowning the algorithms, the Two of Swords, they find a person, but what's reversed is They've settled on the news feed that they're going to give you based on the information that they have on you. The basis of this foundation is a tower. This is also the card of Mars, a strike, a force. This is why your data is so precious, you guys. This is what's rumbling on under our feet all the time. This is why social media makes you feel so crappy and depressed. It's like you're trapped. You've been isolated and decided upon what you're going to see and how you're going to feel. Because in the past, they knew what makes you click. And it's just a matter of deciding whether or not it's time to activate an algorithm, activate something on you. If they want you to do something, it's up. If they want you to do something, it's negative. But for the most part, these algorithms are kind of neutral. They kind of know what your homeostatic flow is, what your balance is, which leads to unconventional governing, because the Page of Pentacles, they also vote. They know how you vote. And the algorithms are designed to create upset, upheaval, kind of command and control you, and then create instability and governments and organizations that are unreliable. Oh man, this is worse than what I drew last week. Those are the algorithms. The United States is definitely trying to counter them. Now, I am going to jump ahead here because, believe it or not, this all relates together. Mitch, why he's glitching, the Heritage Action for America, drafting legislation by dark money and the powers that be, to algorithms monitoring you, to the United States countering those algorithms and how to stop it. So I include here the unknown person that put down the bombs in D.C. outside the RNC. And so this was the terrascope, look at that I threw for them. Look at this. In the area of secrets, who's this unknown bomber? Has that Wheel of Fortune, the area of secrets right there. And it's reversed. That's the secret. It's reversed because it was not successful. It was interrupted. But otherwise, had it been successful, it would have been upright. And look at there. There's the Tower card next to it with the hidden enemy. I don't think I have it here. That Tower card is also reversed because it was supposed to go off and explode, and it did not. So it's reversed. Can you show me this unknown bomber as it relates to algorithms? Show me this unknown person. There we go. The part of fortune again. Covered in. Yeah, okay. So my no card, it's reversed because it didn't go off. But the no card, when it's combined with a card, that means that is the point person for letting something go, covering it up. So this unknown person was the Wheel of Fortune, the timing with the algorithm. The no was reversed because the algorithm is dusting its hand from it. So the unknown person, the Wheel of Fortune, makes something happen, is covered in data from algorithms that's trying to act like we don't know who that is. What's the challenge for the algorithm with this unknown person? The challenge for this algorithm is getting caught. Stopping. So the algorithm seems like it only has some finite time. It wasn't able to stop what was happening. It got hung up in the process, and I feel like the algorithm is just dangling out there. The basis of this, it was to create Three of Swords heartache, destruction, and this algorithm, Ten of Swords upright, destruction, defeat, reversed, live another day. That looks like Donald to me. Show me HAA as it relates to the unknown. My cards feel so small, like they just want to hide. So pretend like you're not looking at them. How do you relate back HAA to the unknown? How does the unknown relate back to you? It's be very quiet. Hunting rabbit. To the foundation of their relationship. What's crowning this relationship? The algorithms with the unknown person. The relationship with HAA is a big problem. That's Mars. That is a Tower moment. There's some big problems here because it's out there. It's still hanging out there. The Two of the Swords settlement. They settled on this person. Defeat. The algorithm and this person have been defeated. We might not know that yet, but they have been. HAA related to this unknown person, that was a good match. That was good news for them. Remember, HAA covered in the United States of America. So it's on American soil. It's an American. Or maybe not. This person has a lot of support from Americans, I think, to keep cover. It's at the basis of this. The Queen of Wands. That is my Russia in charge of things on the ground. Crowning these two. It's an attack. It's an assault. The Ace of Swords has its foundations in the Russia to fight something, cause chaos. HAA relates back to this unknown person through the Empress upright, has everything she needs. The Empress reversed is barren. She is empty. That is how she relates to this one. She's going to be empty, have nothing if we go ahead and certify the 2020 presidential election. And the unknown relates back to the HAA, the Six of Pentacles, data, vote counts, money, leverage. There's an exchange going on here. So what's being exchanged? We have an unknown person carrying a pre-planned attack on USA soil that is covered in code or algorithms through social media. And that unknown person can be identified as such. That's why we have a U.S. task force, as I discussed in the prior video, reverse engineering this stuff to find out what's going on. So this algorithm that's been making Mitch glitch for this past week is because, in my humble opinion, it's traceable back to dark money and HAA. Furthermore, there are Americans supporting this unknown person and covering it up, shielding them. To make it even worse is the fact that the cards seem to show that this is Russia's based leadership directing that act on U.S. soil, and that is a big, huge deal. So, I'm going to stop here. That's so much information. And we will continue. It's all related. Okay, if you guys like this video, please click like, subscribe. We'll see you soon.